Yes, hello and welcome back to the Teed Up Golf Podcast. Huge day. We're recording late night here on Monday night in Melbourne after a wonderful day had by Johnny and myself up at the Cathedral Invitational Open Media Day, which was amazing. Yeah. Johnny from Johnny's Golf Shop, Johnny Tan, the good driver. He's a good driver of a car. Great man.
Good driver of a golf ball up 18 as well. Did you see?
Yes, you steamed one.
Hyped that.
You piped one.
That was no slice. That was...
One.
It wasn't an interlock.
I don't
get out of here.
Mate,
get out of here.
75 behind mine. Not even behind anyway. Bradley McGill, back hitting golf balls today.
I was, yeah. It was good. Looks good to be back.
It's good to see you in the yellow shirt back out there.
I've got it out today because I thought
get it off. Everything off.
We've got it out today because I thought I got to get the bright yellow out for WA. We're in WA this week, so
I know why.
I'm an honorary sand groper. And then you've also guys have done well because we're 4 hours fucking behind today, so that's probably it's perfect for WA time.
3.5, but anyway,
that's WA time.
Hey, I'll be there this time next week, ready to go.
You will. WA. I'm excited.
But hey, speaking of WA and speaking of a big event today, the 4th of October was Golfbox's 40th birthday. So there's 40% off men's and women's clubs, on selected clubs, of course. Men's and women's clothing, shoes, balls, and glove, up to 60% off all clearance items. So head over to Golfbox, Australia's #1 golfing retailer.
Happy birthday, Golfbox.
I look good today.
You look great. You look great.
Golfbox. You look good, great. As always. Golfbox kid us all out. But get over to Golfbox. Happy 40th birthday. An amazing business over there in WA. I'll be heading to my first Golfbox store ever about this late next week, boys. I've never been there, so going to go in and show all us Victorians. We all just see the amazing delivery time.
Oh, yeah.
Over here on the East Coast. We're in the East.
We're in the East.
Well, they're on the West. So we're on the East.
East side.
Yeah, going well. Geography. Going well. It was an early day today. Geography, not my strong point. But anyway, happy birthday to Golfbox, and thank you to Golfbox and every one of you guys who support Golfbox that support us. So thank you to them. Amazing day. Now, before we rip into what happened at the Dunhill, before Wade Ormsby's amazing feat over there in Jakarta, Johnny, today we went up to Cathedral, which is just incredible. People hear of this golf course. You're the same first time up there.
Yep.
Driving there, you wouldn't know it exists. But the Open Media Day today, we're lucky enough to play the course, interview David Evans, who is the owner and founder of Cathedral, and tickets are available to the Invitational. It's a 2-day event in December from the 9th and the 10th. You can get your tickets online now. I went up a couple of years ago in 2023. I walked behind Adam Scott, behind Mark Leishman, literally like 10 metres behind the rope, inside the ropes, up the 18th hole, behind a couple of Australia's greatest ever golfers. An amazing day with the family. You can take the kids up there, some activations. There's heaps of things to do, but your first sighting of the course, Clubhouse. I've been up there, lucky enough to be up there before, but what did you think?
Well, when they came and said, "Hey, we can park your car for you, valet service," I was just like, "What the hell's going on? Are you guys just jumping me?" So the entire experience from like start to finish, it was just the level of detail and attention that was there to just make sure you were having the greatest time possible on site. Like, it just gets me excited for what the Cathedral could be. It's like they put that much detail in just like. For us, like, what's it going to be in the bigger scale when there's more budget? So absolutely get down there. The course itself was stunning. Yeah, that was really cool because they just ran through and bisected. Really, yeah.
How quick is it going to be and firm is it going to be in 2 months' time when it was like that after the rainy winter?
After the rainy winter, no, it was still some of the stuff you were just breathing on. It just kept rolling a lot more than you thought it was. Be great.
No, it's unbelievable. So get over there. The Invitational, the link will be in our bio in the show notes here as well. You can get your tickets. We'll be up there. We can't wait to get up there for this coming summer. Hey, something else has come across the desk for the Teed Up boys. I'm lucky enough to be invited to play in the Vic PGA at Moona, which is the Pro-Am, the equivalent to the Dunhill on the Aussie golf calendar down at the Moona Links Golf Club. I'm playing. I'm very nervous. Brad, you played in it last year as a pro.
I did.
What do I need to prep in my game? You know that I've got a filthy slice. You know my short game's no good. You know I can't hit it at my irons over a jam tin. Where do I start?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know where you finish is probably more the point.
Odds on finishing.
No, I reckon he'll probably he'll suck up to some pro and get a decent partner, I reckon. So you'll go all right. He's probably already started.
Are you in the field?
Hey, Anthony Quayle, I know you went really good last year. Is there any chance maybe I could pair up with you, the team Q? Let's go. I could definitely see something like that happening. You probably already sent the message.
What was this bloke thinking?
So
not in the field.
He'll probably. I still got a time to get in the field. I might be in there too.
Oh, Chris.
But no, he'll team up with someone decent. It's front tees as well, I'm pretty sure, for the AMs. I didn't play with any amateurs last year, so...
Why not?
Because I was, I think, too big time. They didn't want the amateurs getting too nervous, like with the crowds following my group.
Yeah,
so they went with that. So yeah, no, I think you'll be fine, and obviously it's handicapped, so
yeah, I'll get my 5 strokes, which will be great. Hey, speaking of winners and Aussie winners, there's the 10th winner, Australian winner on the worldwide tours, has won last night in Wade Ormsby, who we were lucky to meet at Live Golf in the year. Cracking fella, SA product. Hadn't won since 2023. He'd been sort of that emergency on the Live Golf tour, so he got it done in an amazing playoff against Scotty Vincent over there at Jakarta International. What a great finish to a golf tournament. There was about 5 guys on 11 under, or 6 guys on 11 under, and 2 of them at 12. The putt he rolled in to force the playoff. Short game clinic. Getting coached by a bit of Grant Fieldy time as well. So same coach as Cam Smith for those at home. But you watched the end of it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It was, I think people say that Scott Vincent was the one who, wipey fade with his approach, but Wade had to put Scott in that position 100%. To give him pressure down. So happy to see Aussie number 10.
He looked nervous, Scott Vincent, I reckon.
He looked didn't he?
You could see he got very lucky on the 18th when he got that drop out of the rough. He got a good line, chipped it real close, and he was very antsy to finish that off and putt it in. Yeah. He didn't want to have a 2-footer left to. Yeah, he walked straight to playoff. So that was the first thing I noticed. I thought, this bloke's not comfortable in this situation, and then he obviously plays the draw. Yeah. When he, in his natural shot shape, but that shot into the playoff fight doesn't call for a draw, like starting it out in the water and trying to hoop it back. And
what was he trying to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
his second one, he put it into the grandstands and just bounced.
He got very lucky, didn't he?
Very lucky there.
But it wasn't the greatest showing of pressure golf there, and Wade sort of just did what he needed to do. But yeah, that putt in regulation, unbelievable.
I think it looked a lot. I think it was a lot harder than what it looked like.
Yeah, for sure.
It looked like your regulation 7 or 8.
But that's a long putt.
Centre cut. And I love blokes who use the blade, Scotty Cameron's, and just hit middle of the putter every single time. Wade will be playing in the Invitational as well at Cathedral.
Yes,
so if you get down to see him, he'll be obviously out here for the Aussie Summer of Golf, which is amazing. We're punching above weight again this year. To see what Wade's gone and done. Been in contact with him as well over the last few weeks to get him on the podcast, which is conducive to him winning. Will be great for us to get him on, hopefully before the rest of the summer ramps up. We'll be catching up with him, which is going to be bloody exciting. The Dunhill, again, only 3 rounds played this year. Very, very disappointing. It's one of my favourite golf tournaments to watch. You've got the variety of the 3 amazing links courses in Kings Barnes, Carnoustie, and obviously the old course at St Andrews. Robert MacIntyre wins at home. Caps off another really solid season from now the world number 8, Bradley.
Yeah, no, he's played very solid. I think it was set up for him after the delay. Obviously, everyone gets to play one course each course once, but once he had that lead and he was moving on to the old course, which is probably the easiest of the 3, it was sort of his to lose, and he still went out there and did the job. And as I said, with the conditions, he said he didn't get much practice pre-tournament because of the Ryder Cup, but I think obviously he's played a lot around those golf courses as, being from Scotland, and it sort of proved with how well he handled those conditions. So yeah, he was very, very impressive, especially coming off of the Ryder Cup last week. He said that he I think he said he rocked up Wednesday afternoon. He played 12 holes for practice, even though there's 3 different golf courses. And then he said he ate takeaway a few times. He had fish and chips a couple of times.
I don't know how. I don't know where he
and I think he's just recovering from last week's celebrations. I think he said he had that much of a crack last week that he's not even going to really celebrate this one for a couple of weeks. He's still in recovery mode.
Still recovering.
He's very impressive. But you see sort of him and Tyrrell Hatton, they seem to be the stars of the links. Now MacIntyre's won the Scottish Open and the Dunhill. Obviously, Hatton was right up there again. But yeah, I would, with the sort of weather, I would love to see it maybe somehow sneak into the week before the Scottish Open, because imagine going Dunhill, Scottish Open, then into the Open. That'd be 3 amazing weeks of links golf.
Yeah.
And I reckon that you could probably make the field even better than what it already is. Because obviously you don't blame some of the guys from the Ryder Cup not playing this week after the week they've just had.
Rory played last year and stuff, obviously, in the Ryder Cup. That'd be cool.
It's just unbelievable to think that last year there was no Ryder Cup, so don't forget that. cut that part out.
No, that's all right. We leave it in.
Yeah.
We'll let him make mistakes.
No, well, I think, Tyrrell
I'm editing it.
yeah, like obviously coming off the Ryder Cup, MacIntyre was, it's pretty impressive to win that event. Because there's some good players. It's not like,
it's hard to
he's
back up.
clearly the best player and it's a weak field.
Yeah, well, he's number 8 in the world now. Robert MacIntyre, data golf ranking's got him at 20.
I think that's probably closer, to be honest.
Yeah,
he's a good player, but he's not. I don't think he's the.
No, definitely not. But hey, let's talk about Tyrrell Hatton really quickly as well. Finished again. He won it. He's won it 3 times out of the Dunhill, 4 times or something.
3 times.
3 times.
Yep.
Second, you lost by 4 shots, but he just loves it. This bloke. He's, we spoke about him at the start of the year, Brad. You had him sort of in the top 5 players in the world.
Yep.
Based on the year he's had, including his Ryder Cup form, where would you have him ranked now?
Yeah, I still reckon he's inside the top 10.
Yep.
For sure. Like I think he was it undefeated the last 2 Ryder Cups? At least this Ryder Cup he didn't lose. And obviously, he's won the Dunhill links a few times. Good form in live.
Yep.
I'd have him around. I don't know what he's in data golf, what he's ranked, but
Could you have a case that he's the 3rd best player at live?
Behind
Bryson?
Yeah, probably not Rahm. Rahm's no good. No, definitely.
Rahm,
Does he still play golf?
Name someone better than Tyrrell.
Wacko.
Probably Wacko. That's probably the top 4 though, isn't it? Who's next? Cam, if he comes back firing. When he's up and running, he's right up there. DJ's another one, but he hasn't been good for a while. Brooks.
I'd say Hatton and Bryson are like 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
It's,
especially with the year he's had. Past 2 years
definitely.
he's had.
But if you take it as like just the world of golf, not just live.
Yeah.
Then Hatton's like probably almost fighting for number 1 with Bryson, maybe John Rahm. He's right in that conversation. Like Wacko hasn't done a whole heap out in the world of golf.
Outside of golf.
Like if you include everything.
I thought you were going to say beating Scotty Scheffler.
No, if you include everything, I reckon he's unbelievable and he's probably the most.
He travels.
He's the most underrated.
He can travel. And play golf.
He's probably the most underrated golfer I reckon in the world at the moment. Like he does get, I guess, praise, but as I said, he's easily for me inside the top 10 golfers in the world. Has been for a while.
It would be great to see him come out here for the Aussie Open, and hopefully we do see another few of these DP World Tour / Ryder Cup stars come out to support Rory and the Tour as well. Which there's still plenty of water to go under that bridge, which is going to be amazing. Hey, Sanderson's Farm's one and done as well, so the PGA Tour is back after the Ryder Cup. Bit of a lackluster event, 24 under. Stephen Fisk said he wasn't going to let anything get in the way of his first PGA Tour win and took birdies on the last 3 holes to close it out with an 8 under 64. Garrick Higo obviously finishing in 3rd there, in 2nd, and then who finished in 3rd, Johnny? Who was it again?
Hoy boy. Rasmus?
Yeah, Rasmus Højgaard.
Yeah, he was right up.
Rasmus Højgaard in the 3rd. So, sort of, he would have been really disappointed, I think, with his Ryder Cup. Didn't get a lot of opportunities. The only European not to win a point.
Yeah.
So, for him to go out and finish 3rd, it's probably his best finish on the PGA Tour, I'd say, from memory. So, yeah, very, very important. But Fisk and Garrick Higo, were tied after Fisk missed a 5-foot birdie putt on the reachable par 4 15th. That was the last mistake Fisky made. Bradley, did you have a look?
Yeah, I did. I watched this sort of next little part. He obviously held the 40-footer for birdie on 16. Fisk did, which was unbelievable. And then Higo answered it with a sort of birdie from 12 feet. But the thing that sort of was weird is that I reckon the crowd must have been getting into Higo because Fisk is sort of a local, he's an American.
Yeah.
And I think they were getting into him a little bit. And he gave like the shush. He gave like the Patrick Reed, no, the Rory McIlroy, sorry, quiet down. And he just looks, I don't know, he looked very uncomfortable and embarrassed almost after he did it. Like he had this weird look on his face. Higo did. That wasn't happy with it. And then it showed on the next hole because he missed a really short putt on 17 for birdie. And at this stage they were tied. Fisk hit it in close as well, made the birdie, took the 1-shot lead, and then I think made another birdie down the last to win by 2.
He goes a young.
So
he got 2. Yeah, he got 2 wins. Garrick Higo.
Yeah, he's a good player, and everyone was sort of picking him to win.
So
but there was obviously something going on there. As I said, I think his family was probably, I don't know if they were saying anything to him, I don't know, but they were supporting him quite loudly and maybe not giving Higo much, and that's probably why he did that. But I reckon that definitely contributed to, not very often the crowd contributes to wins, I don't think, but I reckon it did there. I reckon
Ryder Cup hangover, just crowd behavior, potentially.
Maybe, who knows, but I don't know.
We love the American golf crowds. They're really amazing.
They are good. So yeah, but I mean, another new winner. He gets a couple. Yeah, he was obviously 135 in the FedEx Cup standings. He was looking at going back to the Corn Ferry Tour. Had to get inside the top 100, but now he's obviously got a 2-year exemption with the win.
Nice.
So yeah, good on him. I don't know if he deserves a 2-year exemption for winning the Sanderson Farms, but anyway, he's got it.
Who's got an exemption? Our boy Calvin Lips has an exemption for a couple of years. Like, it doesn't matter how you win and when you win, and PGA Tour winner. The Aussies, no good this week. Harrison Endicott, Minwoo Lee, and Brett Druitt all missed cut. LPGA Tour, the Lotte Championship.
Speaking of new winners, winner number 26 from the past 25 tournaments.
I was watching this yesterday,
Yeah.
and I was looking at the leaderboard, and I thought Youmin Hwang is going to win because she looked like she was the only one on the top of that leaderboard that hasn't won, and I thought that's just how it goes. So I thought I should bring up
no repeat win.
I should shut the range, ring up, put all my money on there. Yeah, and she did.
How we want it. That's what the AFL would be exceptionally happy with this model. A new winner every single year. But yeah, another winner, Youmin Hwang.
Yeah, birdied the last five of the last 6 holes,
Yeah, nice.
including like a clutch up and down birdie on the 18th.
How do people do that? Close out like that?
It was an incredible shot into the last two. Obviously didn't have the stopping power with the wood she hit in, I think it was. But unbelievable. Like, she seemed like the only one that was sort of chasing the win. The rest sort of gave away a few mistakes. Obviously Nelly Cord was right up there till she hit a drive in the water.
Yeah.
But you talk about Stephen Fisk getting an exemption for 2 years. Yumin Hwang was a sponsor invite.
Yes.
So now she's got their LPGA Tour card, which she has deferred to 2026 to take for the full season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really, really incredible.
I think, is she sponsored by them as well?
Yeah, so she's Lottie.
Yeah,
she's a Lottie
there's a couple of people that are sponsored. I saw them up the top that were sponsored by them.
Yeah, from an Aussie standpoint, Gabby Ruffles, T28, Robin Choi, T32, Cassie Porter, T42, Hira Navi, T70, and Sarah Kemp unfortunately missed the cut. So that wraps up the LPGA.
It's good to see Kempy back out there on the LPGA after her mishap with her leg last year. So it's cool to see her back out there grinding. They'll all be out here obviously late next year for the Aussie Women's Open, which is being played over there at Kionga in SA, and hopefully, boys, will be there to help promote that as well, which is going to be amazing.
I think some LPGA stars have confirmed for the Cathedral, so I think Karis Davison, I did see.
Karis is 100% in. Cassie Porter is in.
Yeah,
I think Gabby Ruffles I saw something about her potentially coming back to play.
Yeah,
the Cathedral.
Yeah. Are you talking about Cathedral or the Aussie?
No, Cathedral for the invitation to co-event with men and women, which is
exciting.
Going to be great, mate. Hey, the PGA Tour of Australasia returns, boys, this week, and we're going to rip through a bit of a preview for that in a moment. But before we get to that, this week's ramble, and Johnny and you and I were up at a very exclusive golf club today.
Very. I felt so.
Well, we got cold towels when we finished our round. And they said, Mr. Noel, we had our names on lockers.
Oh, we did.
Johnny took his name badge.
Yeah.
Stole it.
Of course.
I stole it for him. It's cool to my better.
I'm an accessory to crime.
But it brings us to today's ramble, where we've got rules for private clubs or just golf clubs in general that need to go in 2025, 2026 with how modern society works now. Everyone be yourself. As long as you're respectful and abide by some basic rules, you should be able to do as you wish, which is the way broader society works this day and age, away from the golf course.
Right.
Johnny, today I thought a Cathedral was very laid back, essentially, for like the environment.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but that's different. That's very different to your very private, like say, different to Royal Melbourne, different to PK, different to Victoria, different to your sort of private golf courses where you remember one. They're quite strict with the sock rule there, all that sort of stuff. But what's your number one bugbear in rules that need to change? As a fashion guy, as a guy who influences people with fashion, what's one thing you would get rid of with dodgy golf?
I think, most golf clubs have come around to this, but the blade collar where it doesn't fold over, not allowing that as a proper collar one.
I heard Lucas Herbie got booted off Victoria 3 years ago.
Yeah, I reckon that's up at PK with a couple of people with the old, like the mock neck.
Mock neck.
What it's called?
Yeah. I mean, and the same thing, hoodies. Hoodies have only recently just been like widely accepted. So those couple of things for me is just...
Well, they're golf hoodies now.
Golf hoodies, right? But at the same time, it's just like this. They were wearing it on the tour in 2016 hoodies specifically.
McIntyre always wears them regularly in PGA Tour events now.
Yeah. So if it's like, they play at the best, most private courses as well at the highest tour, why am I being forced to like say, hey, you can't wear your hoodie on? Just like,
I'm pretty sure if Rory McIlroy rocked up wearing a hoodie to the most private golf courses, they're not going to ask them to
So
take it off.
rules for thee, but not for me, right?
Yeah.
So that's mine.
It's
That's
because the
mine.
interlocks, not overlaps. That's why.
Brad, as a member of one, like
What's my most annoying?
what's a rule like as a golf coach and someone who connects with auto golf community?
I'm a
like
connector. True.
If you have
Well,
you know, a
connections
few of
with
your
the double
guys,
train-
you're
train
coaching down to PK, what's something that you need to remind them to do before they get to the course for what they're wearing that you think shouldn't be a problem?
I don't know. It's hard. Like, I feel like the rules that they have aren't too bad.
Yeah.
Like collared shirt, golf shorts. I hate no black socks, white shoes, none of that. Hate that. So I'm happy with that. I didn't like, like I remember back in the day, I took a mate to one of my golf courses and he had
my golf course.
No, one of the ones I've been a member at, and he was wearing black shoes, black socks, and this was like before sort of it
That's
become.
play on.
Yeah, now it is, but it wasn't back then, and he had to buy a pair of white socks in the pro shop.
With what shoe? Black shoes?
Yeah,
No.
which just looked bad anyway. So just sort of some things like that. I'm like, I like the updated rule of like the sock matching the outfits. The one that really like annoys me is like, what's going on out there?
Seriously. Move on.
So one that really annoys me is like I've started sort of for my knee recovery to go to the gym at PK, which is a part of the golf facilities.
Yeah.
But like if I rock up there on a Wednesday and my mates that I usually play with are playing golf and I'm going in the pool in the gym or whatever, I can't wear my gym outfits. Probably maybe something similar to what I'm wearing now, collared shirt, just like some gym shorts. I'm not allowed to wear that in the clubhouse. So it's sort of like some of that stuff is a bit annoying, like some of those rules.
Yeah.
That I'm sort of like, why can't I wear that into the clubhouse because I'm using the facilities?
I'm a guest of 8.
They're the rules that annoy me. Like to be honest, I probably didn't check it closely enough. Maybe that is, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Have you ever been pulled up?
I've never tried it.
Have you been pulled up in general to golf club for what you're wearing?
No, I don't think so. I'm not really too alternative, so I'm pretty safe.
I also remember I
Shut up.
remember.
Hey, you've dressed by golf club. They're always looking very sharp.
So I remember at a tennis club, and just like on that note, which I also find like this same sort of dress code does apply. So you got to wear a collared shirt if you're a male in the clubhouse, but you're okay to wear a non-collared shirt if it's a tennis shirt throughout the clubhouse. And it's like
Wilson on it.
So that's the whole question is just like why are these standards do exist?
Yeah,
in there.
I just think as long as common sense are included in the rules, I don't have a problem with it.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, like there are some rules. Like it is annoying because it's sort of like I've got some family, some friends that I want to bring to PK to have some food or drinks or whatever, and like you do have to watch. Like, you do really have to look at the rules and then almost send them the rules. And like I understand it completely and I agree with it, but it does also suck on the other side. It's just that people, I think, take advantage of it. That's the problem, and they will wear stupid stuff.
Are you guys a tuck in or tuck out?
Oh,
Tuck in.
Tuck in.
Look, I'm from the old school. I think rules are there.
I like the rules.
Standards.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point playing a premium membership.
Yeah, for sure.
You can just roll in wearing your high vis and work boots to hit balls on the range. Like,
yeah. Definitely.
It makes me sick. So you're not going to go to the gym after work in your high vis work boots, are you? You're going to go and get changed.
Yeah.
Like, especially like I see public ranges, people in that sort of kit.
Yeah.
Like I know probably a lot of the people who listen to this podcast driving to work going, shut the F up, Q. I'm doing that right now. But it's not hard to chuck a change of clothes in. And it's the game of golf. We're not talking about local footy or anything like that. We're talking about the game of golf, which is from the old school, a prestigious game played by people with money. And in some Asian countries and other countries, it's exceptionally expensive, and the price of entry to golf is ridiculous. We're really lucky in Australia that it's available to pretty much everyone and anyone. But just to uphold those little rules of just, I don't care if they tuck their shirts in and stuff. Yeah. You don't have to do that, but just like be respectful with what you're wearing, what you're thinking about. And it's smart by these golf clubs who hold themselves in a high regard to stick to these standards. Otherwise, it becomes.
So I don't think it's hard to ask someone, hey, just check the dress code and just make sure that you just match the dress code.
As long as it's common sense, I'm fine.
Like I'm an MCC member, and I'm allowed guest passes, and I just have to send to my mates, boys, this is the kit. Like the other week, we went to the footy, and one of my mates rocked up without a collared shirt, and I was like, mate, they're not going to let you in.
How does he not know that? Everyone, that's like if you're born in Victoria, you're born knowing that you have to wear
a
collared
But he had a jumper
shirt
on over the top.
Fair.
And I was like, they won't be able to see. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So you have to buy a shirt, and he whacked his shirt on and no issue. But it's like, I like the standard of things. Like, you know, if you're paying a premium to be a member there, you'd love guests and other people to be. I've been pulled to the PGA the first time I went there for socks.
You would have worn black socks, white shoes, wouldn't you?
No, I had like
no sock.
I had like a big stripe down one.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, and I don't know how he saw it, but he saw it.
I think they've relaxed it a little bit, which is good. Like, I mean, as I said, I am obviously proud to be a member there, and I'm pretty happy with the rules they've got. But yeah, as I said, as long as rules have common sense, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Which I've said 9 times already today.
Cypress Point is one of the most exclusive golf clubs in the world, and there's a list of rules for this golf club where it's one of the most exclusive golf clubs in the world. So we're talking about probably nowhere in Australia is this strict, maybe Capital or something that is, but you know, you can't use your mobile phone or any other devices anywhere on club property other than in your vehicle. Cameras are permitted for private use. Rangefinders, including Garmin's, aren't permitted on the golf course. Unaccompanied guests are limited to 18 holes in any one day. The use of the driving range or the clubhouse facilities is for members only. So if you bring a guest there, you can't.
See, this stuff doesn't make sense for me.
So actually, for context, this is Cypress Point.
That's if we call up and say how much, they say come on in.
So if this is for Cypress Point, is one of the most exclusive clubs in the world, but members can actually send guests down and not have to be on site.
That's why it's this one. It's the unaccompanied guests.
Yeah. So it's only in like the crack early of dawn, and pretty much like the last tee time that these unaccompanied guests are allowed to. So that's the rule about that one.
You don't have a member that holding up the laws.
But I mean, like rangefinders, including Garmin's, are not permitted on the course. That's a money grab for the caddies.
Fair. That's stupid though.
What else is there?
Only players with a single digit handicap may play the blue tees.
Fair play.
I like that. I love the old rating, like, you know, you score and then you go off those certain tees.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, it's good. And it'd be good, Johnny, with your overlap group, we put you off the Reds.
Hey.
Then we'll be hitting our drives next week.
No, he actually piped his drives. So.
He said he was 75 metres behind you, so he's hit at 140.
I am a big, strong.
You are nice. You get those low runner in the firm.
I went the Tiger.
Well,
anyway.
Who's longer, Dill or Johnny?
Dill pays the bills, so Dill.
No.
Dill doesn't pay any bills for us. I would say if Johnny hits it like he did on that hole, Johnny.
But if he doesn't, Dill.
If he doesn't, you can toss a coin. Correct. To be fair.
Yeah, fair.
Would you agree with that?
That's fair. Yeah, Dill.
You're a better golfer than
Dill is sneaky. Dill is sneaky long.
Like, yeah, he does sneak it out there, doesn't he?
Deal is sneaky long.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know how quite the ball went, like where it did.
True. Just hand-eye
We'll review the footage later.
No, we've got some great video footage from today. Hey, the Aussie Tour is back.
Yes.
They're heading over to WA to Kalgoorlie to kick off the main stretch for this side of Christmas for the Oz Tour, the PGA Tour of Australasia, PGA Championship. Can't wait in the goldfields over there in Kalgoorlie. One of the best golf courses you'll see from, you know, the drone footage. If you do want to have a really good look at it, our good friend Ronnie Chopper and Jolly went up there a couple of weeks ago and did a bit of a course vlog.
I'm pretty sure it's coming out tonight, hasn't it?
Must be coming out tonight.
Yeah.
So head over to there. I'll be over there with those boys next week on the swing of it as well. Go and have a chat with those guys, which will be great fun. So yeah, head over to Chopper's page and have a look at the course overview, which is going to be amazing. But last year, obviously, our boy and the great man Jack Buchanan got it done down the stretch in a playoff. Again, there was a couple of playoffs to kick off the season over there at Kalgoorlie. 4 rounds, obviously, past 72. Great field, headlined by Peaky, Kurt Luck, Andrew Martin, obviously the latest winner on the Oz Tour. Bradley, what are you looking forward to, though? Have this here every year. Your mate Mika won it here, the year before Benny did. So 2022. 2023?
Two.
When Mika, Benny, Butch.
Yep, true.
Yeah, cool. Golf course.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, it's an unbelievable event. I'm pretty excited to have a look at it. It's actually my granddad's 80th on Sunday, so I don't know if I'll be watching too much of the final round. I think I'll be having a couple of scotch and cokes with him.
Nice.
But I'm looking forward to watching the Saturday and on TV and just getting back into the swing of things, because obviously the European Tour is still going okay, but like the PGA Tour is winding down, so there's not a whole lot of, you know, golf to be super excited about, I think. So Oz Tour is definitely what we want, and see a lot of mates back out there. And as I said, the golf course is so picturesque. It's going to be awesome. And I'm really excited.
Well, it's bloody exciting, this little patch here for the Aussie Tour as well, because there is those the order of merit's obviously really important in the reshuffle to get a start in this year's majors, which obviously has great ramifications. We're seeing what Elvis is doing over there on the DP World Tour. He set himself up this side of Christmas. Obviously, winning the PGA was a huge feather in the cap. Won the WA Open, which sort of got him these amazing boost of confidence. And then all of a sudden, he's, you know, one of Australia's, I say he's a top 10 Aussie golfer at the moment. Elvis Smiley, with the way he's going. This time last year, when we're sitting here, you know, he hadn't won anything in his career. He hadn't made a cut overseas. And all of a sudden, we're talking about him in the same light as sort of, he's like at the moment, he's gone past where Mika is. He's gone past probably a couple of the live golf players.
Well, outside of like what Minwoo, who's played a bit on the DP World Tour, he'd be probably our best Aussie, wouldn't he?
On the DP?
Am I missing someone? Have I forgot somethone?
No,
he'd be the best.
He's our number one player on the DP World Tour right now.
I mean, obviously, Min and Scotty jump in there.
Yeah, they're PGA Tour players. They got PGA cards, but in terms of guys who are out and out European Tour players, he's our best. So what it means to these younger guys who are setting themselves up to get over there, like Phoenix Campbell, all these guys have been trying to play on Phoenix will be flying back from the Dunhill, but all these guys are dipping their toes in the water, so it'll be really interesting to see who can put their name up to get themselves, you know, these cool marquee groups as well, which I guess elevates your game. You're playing with better players, you've got more crowds, you're probably feeling the adrenaline. They're born to do this kind of thing, so it'll be exceptionally interesting to see who bobs up this week. But Peaky as well, he might have a few groups of people following him. His first time playing back home after his breakout end of the season, winning the NZ PGA, NZ Open rather. So it'll be great to watch. It's always the best footage, this Kalgoorlie, I think. Most of the Aussie Tour events are awesome, but this, in terms of the drone footage and what we get to see, is going to be awesome. Johnny, you're a golf course aficionado.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of the red dirt into the
aesthetically? It just looks nuts.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it's
the boys love it.
Oh, I think like this has gone onto my bucket list just because it just looks that different, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how it shows up on TV, and hopefully one day can't wait to go over.
Yeah, I'd love to play in this event. That might be my goal, to get into this event.
Let's get you going, mate. Hey, Bradley, who do you think's going to win?
It's hard to tell. Like, we've had 3 years in a row. No, not a first-time winner, because Eccles was his second time, wasn't it?
Eccles won as an amateur back.
So first-time winners of pro, I'm pretty sure, 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So it's someone. So like, it might continue that trend, and we might see like a Jakarta win for his first time as a pro and sort of kick off this season. But yeah, this is sort of. I feel like this event, you know, the winner of this one really always has a pretty good season. There's not ever like somebody who wins and doesn't do much else. Like Benny had a pretty solid year the year he won. Dave obviously won the Order of Merit. Butch was one of the best players in the Aussie Tour last year.
Butch was stiff, not some awesome things
last year. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if somebody else bobs up, or it's those guys. You know, it's the guys that we're looking at already, like your Jack Carters, your Corey Lamb, to take their first win, or is it someone like a Cam John or a Tom Powell-Horan who's playing this week, or someone else?
Tommy needs to play well because he doesn't have a cut.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be sort of one of those guys, like a previous winner that, you know, could recapture their form and sort of, you know, take the season by storm and get onto the DP World Tour.
Yeah.
I think like that. It's all about that number one card. So it's like who can get that, because obviously you've seen what Elvis has done, what Dave's done.
Yeah, talking to Anthony Quayle, like, you know, it's all good and well busting your tits to get that top 3 card, but what it is an opportunity. Whereas Elvis has a career, like he's got a couple of years. He's obviously got winner's cap, but
yeah, he's a bit more different. But it's all about that number one spot. That's when you really have a decent chance to do it. Or Kazuma, sorry, he's
Kazuma,
obviously been doing quite well. So yeah, that's
he's had a great year actually. He's had a very underrated.
Yeah, he has for sure
on the DP World Tour. I reckon someone like Corey Lamb or something might suit a game like that. He's sneaky long, Corey. And he's short game. You know, he always plays well. He's always up there on the Aussie Tour events, and he might be one of the guys I think who breaks out this week. But our boys who we tipped earlier in the season, I'm hoping one of them will get it done for us.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I think I've heard that Cam John's been in pretty decent form, and he goes well around here. And as I said, I've been pretty bullish on. I think he'll eventually take one of those big cards in DP World Tour. It's only a matter of time. He's too good to be on the Aussie Tour.
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there like that, though, isn't there?
There is, yeah. So maybe, you know, I think I'm pretty sure he was right up there last year or the year before, but he was sort of right at top of that leaderboard. So he's probably my number one pick, I would say, to win this week. But if we're going on trends, I will go with Jakarta.
Yeah, Johnny?
I'm going to stick with my Zach Attack boy, so I'll go either one of Zach Ion or Zach Murray.
Big Muzz. Hey, I had it with Muzz just through the Latrobe 9-hole course. He had a hole-in-one in a Blitz Golf video we made. He had a hole-in-one. And our good friend, Josh Del George.
Was the camera rolling?
He forgot to hit record on the... But hey, we got the reaction.
That's fine.
So that's all that really matters. But yeah, I'm going for Corey Lamb this week. He's been over there at the Dunhill, got a taste of it, seeing the big boys swing it. It's really, I think it's his biggest tournament he would have played in easily, the Dunhill. Mm-hmm. So Lamby for me, he looks like he's worked really hard over the off-season as well. Obviously, you follow these guys on socials and you can only see what they're doing by their posts, and it looks like he's put a lot of reps in, so I'm hoping for a big year for Lamby. He's one of the good guys as well, which we love to see. We'll head now to the DP World Tour, the Open de España. So the Spanish Open is on. They're playing at the Club de Campo Villa de Madrid in the traditional inland course, 2,500 feet above sea level. Very hilly course, sloping tree-lined fairways and amazing undulating greens, which are going to make it very, very tough for these fellas over there. Bradley, what are you most looking forward to? The Spanish Open, you've got some mates playing.
Yeah, I've got a couple of mates playing, I guess. Yeah,
Rahm,
it's been a
Lowry,
yeah, Johnny
Reed.
Not that good though.
No, not that good. But no, I'm looking forward to this one. It's always a nice sort of fun, tight golf course. I enjoy the last hole. I think it's about a 330 meter par 4 that they can drive. That's quite exciting at the end. So I love exciting finishing holes.
Yep.
And as I said, if you get some good conditions, they can have some very low scores. Ross McGowan opened the 2021 edition with a 10 under par 61. And then Marcel Seam finished with a 61 in 2023, and Rahm has shot a 62 when he won the event 3 years ago. So there's some low scores if the weather's good. You got a couple of stars in Johnny Rahm, Shane Lowry, Patrick Reed, Sergio Garcia, and Marco Penge. It up. And then from an Aussie and a Kiwi standpoint, we've got Kazuma Kabori, Dan Hillier for the Kiwis, and then Mika and Harrison Endicott is teeing it up. So we're going across the Europe to play on the European Tour this week. Harrison is. So yeah,
it's going to be this year, Harrison, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So and then obviously not many. I think they go to India after this, and then they move into the last couple over in the Middle East. So it's winding up. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, and it'll be a good event.
Yeah, nice. Hey, the PGA Tour heads over to Japan for the Bay Current Classic, formerly the Zozo Championship. So it's changed the name from the famous Zozo, where Tiger Woods actually had his last ever PGA Tour win in 2019. So it's the last time we saw the best of Tiger. I remember that chat I had a couple of weeks ago with Evan Priest. He spoke about that. He got to interview Tiger over there, which was pretty cool. Xander, Colin, Hideki, they're headlining the field. Minwoo, Scotty, Koala, Carl are setting it up for the Australians. They're going to shoot about 15 to 20 under over here. So that'll be a great viewing over there in Japan. Very close as in Japan as well. Cat Superstar. So good, just a bit of knowledge there if people are stalking Bradley. Hey, the LPGA Tour, Johnny.
Yep, first swing of the Fall Asian Swing event of the LPGA Tour at the LPGA Buick Shanghai at the Chichong Garden Golf Club.
So what are they doing in the States at the moment? Nothing.
Not really much.
Quiet time.
Quiet time.
Reflection. Have a good hard look at yourself as Americans golf enthusiasts who went to the Ryder Cup.
That's it. I think everyone's like, no, let's get out of here. Running in is your defending champion in 2024. Aussies in the field: Hira, Minjee, Steph, Cassie, Gabby, Robin Choi, Karis Davis, and the usual suspects, really.
Nice.
Things to watch from an Australian standpoint: Minjee Lee's got to make up 600 points in the race to the
Is that a win?
CME.
Pretty much.
Wins 500, and Gino's got to pretty much bomb hard. But yeah, look, Minjee's had a great year.
Mate, phenomenal. He just won a major.
Yeah.
Great season. 1 of the 10, which is amazing. And, female golf in Australia is absolutely flying. Trying to get a few of the girls on actually for the end of the year to have a chat about their seasons and what to expect, which, it's all we're trying to do is sort of promote these guys and get around everyone. So we'll do that. Bring that to everyone out there as well. Hey, if you are in WA as well, I'm heading over there next week for the WA Open. Maybe on the Wednesday night, might just go to a pub and have a few beers. Maybe. Will be. So yeah, if you're over there, I know a few people have already touched base. We'd love to catch up with anyone who's up for it, just a coffee, whatever. We really appreciate everyone's sort of support with this pod. A few of the boys from Live Golf a couple of years ago met me in a pub over there, tipped me into the Ryan Peak story before it was a story. So
Maybe they got another story for you to break.
hopefully,
Yeah.
boys. And because Scotty's one of the boys over there. But yeah, so looking forward to that. We've given our tip for this week. Aussie Tour.
Yep.
Aussie Tour's back.
Yep.
Johnny, we're cooked. We've been going since about 6:30 this morning. Well,
Absolutely
I
massive.
think I changed my first nappy at 5:20, so that was mine. But anyway, it's an absolute pleasure to bring this to you guys this week. The Aussie Tour is back from next week on. We'll be interview with the winner, obviously, after this week, so tune in early next week for our Tee It Up with the winner. Hopefully it's one of the young crew that we've tipped. It'd be great to see some successful young kids coming through the Aussie Tour and using it as a stepping stone to get overseas. So, Johnny, thanks for today. You've been phenomenal.
No, thank you for having me.
Bloody hard. You're a good worker.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
not sure what that was.
Try my best.
Get down to Johnny's golf shop. He's a great man. And Bradley back hitting balls. It's good to see you happy again, great man.
Thank you. You know, it's Eddie's. It's good to be on the way back.
I'm going to take you on, actually.
Are you now?
If people have listened this long,
You're going to take me on, are you?
I want to, as soon as you can play 18.
I reckon, yeah, in a cart.
Yeah, when? John
Right.
Daly.
For, I reckon, maybe a month from now.
What's the date? It's the 6th of
6th.
October.
Yeah.
6th of November.
So it's 6th of November. You'll be able to take me.
Maybe, yeah. I'm away for that week, so that's why I said that one. So maybe 5 weeks. Maybe 5 weeks.
5 weeks from now, grudge match.
Yep.
Q v Bradley. What golf course? Cranbourne?
Yeah, if you want.
Give it a send off.
Wherever. No, I don't want any
Let's go-
excuses.
let's get it-
I'll
let's
take you down to Lonsdale.
Let's go PK.
Done.
I'll
Get
take
on
you. Let's
Lonnie.
go.
38,
let's-
37, 38 my last 3 conferences.
True, and it actually also might be better for me. Few ball par 3, so I don't have to hit driver as much with the knee, so that could actually work well.
You need a driver off a par 3, don't you? You don't need a very far.
It's off.
Hey,
Johnny.
Dylan Buckley got backspin with his driver today, something I've never seen before. On that note, thank you everyone for tuning in this week. Head over to Golfbox 40th birthday sale on right now. Thank you to Brad. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you to the crew here at Club Sports.
Thank you.
See you next week. Swing hard.
Drive it straight.
Drive it far.
Thanks for listening to another podcast from Producers Clubby Sports Network. If you enjoyed the show, then it would be a massive help if you could like, follow, rate, subscribe, tap the bell, leave a review, or even share it with your friends. If you want to get in touch to share feedback, suggestions, or to advertise with one of our podcasts, then email hello@producer.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.